Key 1. Stoic: make the most of what is in your power and let the rest unfold as it will. Emotional entanglements often feel like invisible threads, subtly controlling our thoughts, actions, and ultimately our happiness. But what if we could tap into the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius to master emotional resilience? Stoicism, a philosophy built on rationality and self-control, offers profound insights into how we can navigate our emotional landscapes with grace and clarity. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers, taught us to focus on what lies within our power and to meet life's challenges with courage and tranquility. His wisdom can help us detach from relationships and emotional attachments that no longer serve our well-being, and by applying this ancient knowledge, we embark on a transformative journey toward emotional freedom. Imagine moving through life's emotional storms with the calm of a Stoic philosopher, where your decisions are guided by reason, not fleeting emotions. Why should we focus on Stoicism for emotional detachment? Because it shows us that true power lies not in controlling external events, but in how we choose to respond to them. Stoic principles build mental fortitude that protects us from emotional upheaval, allowing us to maintain inner peace regardless of outside influences. In this exploration, we will uncover how to not only detach from emotional dependencies, but also appreciate the clarity and liberation that comes from this philosophical approach. Join me on a journey to rediscover the strength of your own spirit through the profound teachings of Stoicism. In Stoic thought, self-awareness is the cornerstone of emotional independence. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, stress the importance of understanding the reasons behind our actions and feelings. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This powerful statement embodies the Stoic belief that true control comes from within, not by changing our external circumstances. To start your journey of detachment, begin by identifying why certain relationships or emotional attachments no longer serve you. Are they toxic, draining, or perhaps misaligned with your personal growth? Understanding your why is essential because it fortifies your resolve and aligns your actions with your higher goals. Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our relationships, constantly questioning whether they serve our highest good. This process echoes the Socratic method of inquiry, digging deeper to uncover truth. Aristotle, another pillar of Western philosophy, also highlighted the importance of self-knowledge. He believed that knowing yourself is the key to all wisdom. This introspective journey is about honestly evaluating our attachments and recognizing which ones hinder our ability to live virtuously. As Epictetus famously taught, we should focus only on what is within our power. Our response is not the events themselves. By distinguishing between our reactions and the events, we conserve our energy for what we can control. Reflect on your relationships. What aspects of this relationship can I influence? Is my emotional investment reciprocated and valued? In this process, you're not just embracing Stoic detachment, but a broader philosophical tradition that values self-knowledge, rational thinking, and personal autonomy. This journey isn't about severing ties out of bitterness, but about realigning your relationships with your inner values and aspirations. It's about creating space for emotional and spiritual growth, paving the way for healthier connections and personal contentment. True strength lies in living not as a reaction to the world around you, but in harmony with your deepest values. In Stoic philosophy, managing and expressing emotions isn't about suppressing them. It's about integrating them into your life in ways that serve your well-being and rational mind. The Stoics believe that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. As Epictetus famously said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This principle is central to the Stoic approach to emotions. Healthy emotional management begins with acknowledging and understanding your feelings without letting them control your actions. Stoicism teaches us to observe our emotions objectively, examining them as if they were external events. This approach aligns with modern cognitive behavioral therapy, where we assess whether our emotional reactions are reasonable and constructive before acting on them. Expressing emotions healthily means finding outlets that don't harm ourselves or others. For example, Marcus Aurelius practiced emotional expression through writing in his meditations, where he reflected on his thoughts and feelings with clarity. By using this method, we can gain insight into our emotions and begin to manage them effectively, ensuring that our responses remain aligned with our Stoic principles. As you engage with these Stoic practices, you'll discover that emotional detachment is not about denying emotions. It's about understanding and channeling them in ways that lead to greater peace, clarity, and strength. By mastering emotional resilience, we can navigate life's challenges with the same equanimity that the great Stoic philosophers did. Key 1. Stoic to gain clarity and insight into your thoughts and emotions. It's essential to explore different ways of channeling your energy. Physical exercise is an excellent method for releasing stress, helping you clear your mind and improve mental well-being. This approach aligns closely with Aristotle's belief that true virtue is rooted in action. Just as the body's health is deeply connected to the well-being of the soul, taking care of your body enhances your emotional resilience. Additionally, engaging in honest and open conversations with friends or a therapist can be incredibly therapeutic. Seneca, a key Stoic philosopher, often emphasized the healing power of dialogue. He believed that a true friend serves as a mirror to our souls, offering us the opportunity to see ourselves more clearly, which fosters emotional health and personal growth. One of the most valuable Stoic practices for managing emotions is journaling or self-reflection. This process not only helps you detach from immediate emotional impulses, but also provides an opportunity to analyze the origins and effects of your emotions. Through regular reflection, you can develop a deeper understanding of your emotional landscape and cultivate greater resilience. Over time, this practice empowers you to respond to life's challenges with reason, rather than reacting impulsively from emotion. The Stoic approach to emotional management is about finding balance. Emotions should neither be suppressed nor allowed to overwhelm you. Instead, they should be acknowledged and expressed in ways that contribute to your personal growth and inner peace. This balanced response leads to ataraxia, a serene state of mind that emerges from living in alignment with reason. Setting healthy boundaries is another crucial Stoic practice. According to Stoicism, understanding the distinction between what is within our control and what is beyond it is vital to living a virtuous life. As Epictetus wisely stated, some things are in our control and others are not. By applying this principle to relationships, you can learn to set boundaries based on what you can influence, your actions, responses, and decisions. Healthy boundaries aren't about distancing yourself or being indifferent to others. Rather, they're about self-preservation and respecting both yourself and others. Marcus Aurelius highlighted the importance of acting in accordance with your own nature while respecting others. This balance is the essence of establishing healthy boundaries. Setting clear expectations in personal and professional relationships not only protects your values, but also encourages others to respect them. In practice, setting boundaries involves clear communication and consistent enforcement. This may mean saying no when something doesn't align with your values or when it negatively affects your well-being. It could also involve limiting your time with people who drain your energy or avoiding conversations that create unnecessary stress. Seneca advised that we should associate with those who help us grow, a principle that is only possible with clear boundaries. Modern psychology underscores the importance of boundaries for emotional health. By defining how you interact with the world, you protect yourself from burnout, resentment, and emotional exhaustion. Issues that the Stoics recognized as contrary to living virtuously. By respecting your boundaries and setting those for others, you foster relationships based on mutual respect, understanding, and growth. The Stoic practice of setting boundaries ties into their core philosophy of living according to reason and virtue. When we set clear boundaries, we live more authentically, aligned with our internal values and the external world. This leads to eudaimonia, true flourishing and happiness, not just from avoiding harm, but from actively cultivating a robust, peaceful, and deeply satisfying life. Finally, fostering personal growth and self-reliance is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics, such as Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, believe that true independence comes from mastering your internal state rather than being swayed by external circumstances. Epictetus famously said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life." This freedom is achieved by focusing on what you can control and disregarding what lies beyond your influence. To foster personal growth, Stoicism encourages self-examination and constant learning. This involves assessing your strengths and weaknesses, setting personal goals, and pursuing them with diligence and resilience. Such practices deepen self-awareness and lead to a grounded sense of self. The Stoics believed that overcoming adversity was a crucial pathway to wisdom and strength. As Seneca wisely put it, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Developing self-reliance also means minimizing dependence on external validation. This doesn't mean isolating yourself or rejecting relationships. Rather, it's about valuing others' opinions without relying on them for your sense of self-worth. True happiness, the Stoics believed, comes from cultivating inner strength and confidence, which empowers you to face life's challenges with poise and wisdom. Key 1. Stoic true self-esteem isn't about affirmations or external validation. It's about fostering a deep sense of confidence and contentment from within. It's about cultivating a state of mind where you find peace and self-assurance, regardless of what's happening around you. Stoicism, as a philosophy, teaches us that true fulfillment and inner strength come from practicing virtue, mastering self-control, and focusing on what we can actually influence. In practical terms, building personal growth and self-reliance requires daily practices and habits that nurture this mindset. Journaling, meditation, and reading philosophical texts like those of the Stoic masters help us reflect and deepen our understanding of ourselves. These tools provide insight, allow for introspection, and create space for self-improvement. But self-reliance isn't just about learning. It's about taking deliberate actions that align with your values. Setting challenges that push you to grow not only proves to yourself that you can handle life's demands, but also fortifies your confidence. By embracing these Stoic practices, you can transform yourself into a more complete, self-sufficient individual. You prepare yourself for life's uncertainties, not with fear or anxiety, but with grace and composure. As you grow, you'll also see a shift in your relationships with others, as your ability to engage authentically and meaningfully will improve. The more self-reliant you become, the better you are at giving, connecting, and being present in the lives of others. Ultimately, fostering personal growth and self-reliance is about becoming the architect of your own happiness and virtue. It's about learning to live in harmony with nature, making decisions that are rooted in wisdom and integrity, and developing a life that reflects your highest ideals. One of the core principles of Stoicism is mindfulness and acceptance, something famously advocated by Epictetus. His advice, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it occurs, reminds us that peace comes not from trying to control everything around us, but from mastering how we respond to it. In practice, mindfulness within Stoicism means paying close attention to our thoughts and emotions, but without allowing them to dictate our actions. It's about recognizing that our emotional responses are temporary states that don't need to control us. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, urges us to observe the flow of our thoughts, learn from them, and gain mastery over our reactions. By practicing mindfulness, we can begin to detach ourselves from unnecessary emotional entanglements and gain a sense of emotional resilience. Acceptance is also a key part of this principle. It means acknowledging the reality of any situation, no matter how uncomfortable, without resistance or denial. Stoicism teaches us that peace comes from aligning ourselves with the natural course of events. Much of our suffering comes from fighting what is inevitable, which is why Seneca advised against worrying before something happens, as most of our fears are unfounded. In practical terms, mindfulness and acceptance can be integrated into daily life in small but meaningful ways. Setting aside time each day for quiet reflection, practicing deep breathing, or simply walking mindfully can help you stay grounded and present. These habits allow us to approach life with a clear mind, reducing stress and helping us to navigate challenges with more equanimity. By living in tune with these Stoic practices, we not only build emotional resilience, but also cultivate a life that feels more balanced and true to who we are. We learn to accept reality as it is, free from the chaos of unnecessary emotional reactions. This allows us to embrace the changes and challenges life throws our way without the constant turmoil that usually accompanies them. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic principles for emotional detachment, it's important to recognize the journey we've undertaken. Stoicism isn't just a set of strategies. It's a philosophy that offers timeless wisdom for modern life. The principles we've discussed, mindfulness, self-reliance, acceptance, and emotional detachment, are not quick fixes. They are lifelong practices, guiding us toward a more virtuous and peaceful existence. In embracing Stoicism, we find that true peace doesn't come from controlling external circumstances, but from mastering how we respond to them. It's about finding our equilibrium, living with reason and virtue, and continually striving for growth. This philosophy invites us to engage deeply with our own thoughts, challenge our perceptions, and build a life that reflects wisdom and resilience. It encourages us to adapt, grow, and face life with a calm, thoughtful mind. As Epictetus reminds us, focusing on what is within our control aligns us with the highest virtues, leading to greater emotional strength and deeper contentment. So, as you embark on this journey, remember that Stoicism is about more than just understanding. It's about application. Each day offers a new opportunity to practice these principles, to detach from negative influences, and to engage more deeply with the values that make life truly worth living. Let this wisdom guide you toward transformation, not only in your own life, but also in your relationships and approach to challenges. Remember the words of Seneca: as long as you live, keep learning how to live. This is the heart of Stoicism: continual growth, learning, and adaptation in pursuit of virtue, peace, and happiness.